Friends, let us now hear the words of Psalm 3, a psalm born from a time of great distress in the life of King David. Listen to his heart's cry. Psalm 3, a psalm of David when he fled from his son Absalom. Lord, how many are my foes? How many rise up against me? Many are saying of me, God will not deliver him. But you, Lord, are a shield around me, my glory, the one who lifts my head high. I call out to the Lord, and he answers me from his holy mountain. I lie down and sleep. I wake again because the Lord sustains me. I will not fear, though tens of thousands assail me on every side. Arise, Lord, deliver me, my God. Strike all my enemies on the jaw, break the teeth of the wicked. From the Lord comes deliverance. May your blessing be on your people. My brothers and sisters, this psalm brings us into one of the darkest moments of David's life. The title tells us the setting. He is fleeing from his own son, Absalom, who has staged a coup and stolen the hearts of the people. Imagine the pain, the betrayal, the fear. David isn't facing a foreign enemy. He's running for his life from his own child, pursued by many who were once loyal. He begins with a raw cry of anguish. Lord, how many are my foes? How many rise up against me? Sometimes life feels like that, doesn't it? Problems mount up. Opposition seems to come from every direction, and we feel utterly outnumbered. Worse than the sheer number of enemies were their words, chipping away at his faith. Many are saying of me, God will not deliver him. They weren't just attacking David. They were attacking his relationship with God, suggesting that even God had abandoned him in his hour of need. Perhaps you have felt that sting, the whisper of doubt, from others or even from within, suggesting your situation is hopeless, that God is distant or unwilling to help. But then, right in the midst of despair, David makes a turn. It's a powerful shift marked by three crucial words. But you, Lord, despite the overwhelming evidence of his senses, despite the voices of doubt, David chooses to declare who God is asterisk to him. But you, Lord, are a shield around me, my glory, the one who lifts my head high. In the face of danger, God is his protection, his shield. When circumstances bring shame and defeat, God is his glory, his true honor. When despair would cause him to hang his head low, God is the one who lifts his head, restoring dignity and hope. This isn't wishful thinking, it's a declaration of faith based on God's character, and it leads to action. I call out to the Lord and he answers me. David didn't just think about God, he actively cried out to him, confident that God hears from his holy place. And what is the result of this trust, this turning to God? Something truly remarkable, peace in the midst of chaos. David testifies, I lie down and sleep. I wake again because the Lord sustains me. Think about that. Surrounded by enemies, his life in immediate danger, yet he sleeps. This isn't indifference, it's the profound peace that comes from entrusting oneself completely to God's care. He can rest because he knows the Lord is watching over him, sustaining him. This God-given peace breeds incredible courage. I will not fear though tens of thousands assail me on every side. The external threat hasn't vanished, but the internal perspective has been transformed by faith. Having found peace and courage in God, David prays with confidence. Arise, Lord, deliver me, my God. He calls on God to act, to bring justice, using strong language about striking enemies and breaking their teeth, vivid imagery expressing a deep desire for God to decisively end the wicked rebellion and vindicate his servant. This isn't primarily personal revenge, but a plea for God's righteous order to prevail. And the psalm concludes with a foundational statement of truth, a bedrock confession for all time. From the Lord comes deliverance, salvation, help, rescue. Whatever word we use, it originates solely with God. It doesn't come from human strength or cunning plans or sheer numbers. Deliverance belongs to the Lord. And David finishes not just with his own situation, but with a prayer for all who belong to God. May your blessing be on your people. So what does Psalm 3 teach us today? It shows us that even in our darkest hours, when betrayal stings, when opposition surrounds us, when voices whisper doubt, we can turn to God. We can declare, "But you, Lord, are my shield." We can cry out to him knowing he hears. We can find a peace that allows us to rest even in the storm because he sustains us. And we can confidently pray for deliverance, knowing that ultimately salvation comes from the Lord alone. May we, like David, learn to find our refuge and our strength in God, and may his blessing be upon us all. Amen.